Top 10 cults in the United States. First, the Davidians. Second, the Manson family. Third, Heaven's Gate. Then People's Temple, Scientology, and Unification Church, the Bhagwan Sri Ramesh, Children of God Family International, the 12 Tribes, Fundamentalist Church of Jesus of Latter-day Saints. To me, the top three most dangerous were the People's Temple, the Manson family, and Heaven's Gate. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about each. So first, we have the People's Temple. This is Jim Jones. Jim Jones was the cult leader, as you could say, and he was the leader of the People's Temple. People's Temple was formed in 1931. The cult was the largest mass suicide in history. In 1960, it convinced many followers that the world was going to end due to nuclear war. The cult was investigated by Congressman Leo Ryan. Later, the cult leader Jim Jones convinced mass suicide of every member. So, 909 members drank punch infused with cyanide and other harmful products, and out of 909 of those people, 303 of them were children. So it goes to show that this cult leader was very ruthless. He didn't care in age. It didn't matter to him. Second, this is Charles Manson, and he was the cult leader of the Manson family. I'll tell you a little bit about him and his cult. He claimed to be the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. He predicted that there would be a race war among blacks and whites, and his prediction was that blacks would slaughter the whites, and meanwhile he and his members of his group would be hidden underground. Before Manson and his group were going to hide underground, Manson and his members killed 9 people in areas heavily populated with black to almost spark the war, to get like a civil war going on between the two. After the deaths, he was found guilty and he was sentenced to death. This was Marshall Applewhite. Marshall Applewhite was the leader of Heaven's Gate, and he convinced many to commit mass suicide, like Jim Jones. And not only was it Marshall Applewhite that was in it, Bonnie Nettles was the other cult leader. They were almost like a team. There were 2 cult leaders. So what Heaven's Gate was 38 people from Oregon converted to the Heaven's Gate cult. The people were told that a UFO would take them to the kingdom of heaven. In order for the spaceship to take them to the kingdom of heaven, they were told they had to drink lethal mixtures, believing that their empty bodies would be lifted to spacecraft and taken to heaven. So it kind of goes to show some of the beliefs that these cult leaders had. And not only that the cult leaders had these beliefs, these people that followed them did also. I mean, I think it's interesting that these leaders could convince these people to follow them through everything. So, my reflection on cults. I say all cults are not bad, and I all think good ones are stereotypes. It's just like, almost like a cop. There's a bad cop in the world. Just because one's bad doesn't mean they're all bad. But however, saying that, due to the fact that some of them harm their members, because not all of them are good, and they harm their members psychologically, physically, and mentally, I'm not a firm supporter on cults. I feel that they can be very harmful to its members in the group, and from the views I have, I can't see very many positives of them. So yeah. So with that, I hope you guys learned a lot about cults, and see you later.